Apparently, it is a surprise Israeli delegation that arrived in the U.S. with the goal of convincing U.S. officials Iran is still trying to develop nuclear weapons. Joining us in the studio this morning is Middle East correspondent David Gilbert. Nice to have you here. You're headquartered in Jerusalem, correct?
Indeed.
And were you in Jerusalem when our intelligence agencies came out and said they had stopped the nuclear program?
I was, Ross, and it was a big deal. In fact, an Israeli intelligence official told me the following story. They were a little bit flabbergasted by the report. They've been, of course, following the Iranian situation for years and years now. And they said it's equivalent to a situation whereby you and I are walking down the street and we see a convicted rapist climbing up the third story to a room where a young girl is getting dressed, let's say. And the CIA is basically saying that this guy, well, we know he's a known rapist, but it could be he's just climbing to the top of the roof to get a suntan. Whereas, in fact, most of the Israelis and, frankly, all the Arab intelligence sources I have as well are saying that these folks are convicted rapists. They've been breaking the law when it comes to nuclear development, uranium enrichment and the like for years now and been hiding it. And as a result, they don't get the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Well, we did know they were breaking the law. I guess we have learned up until 2003 that they were trying to develop some kind of a program. The NIE report was 16 intelligence agencies that they stopped it in 2003 after we attacked Iraq. Maybe it's starting up now again, but didn't even the Israeli intelligence come out with some reports they thought they had actually stopped it in 2003 as well?
The defense minister said publicly before I left Israel a few days ago that, in fact, there was some sense that they may have halted it briefly. However, there was a question about the source. There was a human intelligence source there on the ground. From what I understand, it's questionable as to whether this guy was a credible source in the end. Now the Israelis, of course, are saying, and frankly, it's not just the Israelis, the Arab intelligence sources that I've been speaking to over the last few weeks since this report came out, they're very nervous about the Iranians, and they're not taking any solace from this American intelligence report. They very much feel that the Iranians are developing nuclear weapons for their detriment in order to take out Saudi Arabia potentially, in order to take out Egypt. And of course, they have weapons and missiles that can reach all of Europe and eventually the Shihab-4 missile, which might reach the eastern seaboard of the United States.
So let me ask you, with the credibility of the International Atomic Energy Agency, as the director says that the agency has no concrete evidence of an ongoing nuclear weapons program or undeclared nuclear facilities in Iran.
So it depends on who you talk to, of course. The CIA and the intelligence estimate in America seems to put more credibility on him than folks in Europe, folks in the Arab countries, and the folks in Israel. I can tell you from a number of intelligence sources, primarily in the Arab world, less so about the Israelis, there's not much thought that he's actually credible, that he's in some sense a shill for the Iranian program, and he is looking the other way as they continue down the path of enriching uranium. And again, they're saying this publicly. They're claiming, of course, that they need electricity. They've got more oil reserves than almost anybody on the planet other than the Saudis and the Russians. And they continue to enrich uranium, which, of course, is leading them towards having nuclear capabilities ultimately.
So the outcome for Israel, anyhow, they got a delegation in Washington trying to convince the Bush administration now that there is ongoing activity in Iran.
They're sharing intelligence. The Israelis and the American intelligence corps are very tied to each other. There's all sorts of intelligence sharing in terms of information, in terms of sources, in terms of satellite photos, and this is part of an ongoing collaboration, if you will, between the Israelis and the Americans. And it would be fair to say, though, of course, the Israelis are perhaps more nervous about this than anybody else in the world.
Thanks for coming in this morning. Enjoy your holidays back home. Then you head out to Jerusalem again, right?
You bet.
Thank you, David. Time now is 20 minutes after 8. Let's go back to the desk.